Hey, and welcome. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on one of the most powerful forces that's shaping your life, whether you know it or not. And more importantly, we're going to show you exactly how to take the controls. We're talking about reprogramming your subconscious mind. You know that feeling, right? It's so frustrating. You're putting in the hours, you're trying to think positive, but you're just not getting where you want to go. Well, what if I told you the answer isn't about working harder? What if it's about changing the invisible software that's running your entire life? Okay, let's dive right in. If you want to make real, lasting change, you first have to understand the powerful, invisible force that's really running the show, and that is your subconscious mind. The best way to picture this is the classic iceberg analogy. Think about your conscious mind, the part of you that's thinking, analyzing, making choices right now. That's just the tip of the iceberg. It's the 10% you can see. But the real power, the massive part that actually steers the whole thing, is the 90% hidden under the water. That's your subconscious. That's where all your deep-seated beliefs and automatic habits live. So you gotta understand your subconscious isn't just sitting there. It's active. It's like a powerful, invisible magnet. Whatever beliefs are programmed into it, it is constantly 24/7 pulling people, situations, and experiences into your life that match those beliefs. So the bottom line is, if you want to change what you're attracting, you have to change the magnet. So how in the world do we change this powerful internal magnet? Reprogramming sounds super complicated, but it actually boils down to changing just two fundamental things, two core parts of your inner software. Let's break them down. These two things right here are the actual code of your subconscious program. Your self-image, that's the blueprint. It's how you fundamentally see yourself deep down. And your self-talk, that's the little voice in your head, that nonstop radio station that's either cheering you on or tearing you down. Think of it like an old, rewritable CD. If you don't like the song that's playing, you have to re-record new music right over the old tracks. All right, so that brings us to the really good part. Enough theory, right? Let's get practical. Let's talk about the how. Here are 3 simple but incredibly powerful tools you can start using to rewrite that old code today. First up, for rewriting that self-talk, we have affirmations. Now, this is not just wishful thinking. When you consistently repeat positive statements about yourself and your life, you are literally overwriting the old, negative, automatic thoughts. You are building new pathways in your brain. It's a real thing called neuroplasticity, and you're making positivity your mind's new go-to setting. So, when should you do this for max impact? Well, there are 3 killer moments. 1, right when you wake up. Before all the stress of the day kicks in, just decide, today is a great day. 2, look yourself in the eyes in the mirror and say something kind. I love and appreciate myself. And 3, turn it outward. Silently express gratitude for people in your life. This immediately shifts you from a place of frustration to appreciation. Okay, tool number 2. This one is all about reshaping your self-image, and it's called visualization. This is where you create a movie in your mind of the life you want in vivid detail. And here's the crazy part. Your brain doesn't really know the difference between something you vividly imagine and something that's actually happening. So by repeatedly living your success in your mind, you're building a new internal reality, a new self-image that your subconscious has to start matching in the external world. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. I'm not good at visualizing. Well, guess what? Yes, you are. And we're going to prove it right now. So if it's safe for you to do so, just close your eyes for a second. Okay, I want you to imagine you're holding a bright yellow lemon. Feel its weight in your hand, that cool, waxy skin. Now bring it up to your nose and take a big sniff of that sharp, citrusy smell. All right, now imagine a single, perfect red rose. See those velvety petals. Feel the stem. Bring that rose up to your nose and just breathe in that sweet, rich scent. Okay, you can open your eyes. So did you get just a hint of that lemon or a little bit of that rose scent? If you did, then congratulations. You can visualize. The ability is already built into you. The only thing you have to do now is practice aiming that powerful tool at the things you want, instead of just letting it default to the things you worry about. And our third and final tool. Honestly, this might be the most important one of all. It's gratitude. Think of gratitude as the master key that shifts your entire energy. See, most of us, without even realizing it, are walking around focused on what's missing. Not enough time, not enough money. Gratitude forces you, in an instant, to shift your focus to what you do have. And that moves your mind from a state of lack to a state of pure abundance.
And this is just so crucial. You can't attract more good into your life if you're not appreciating the good that's already here. It's like the law of attraction says, like attracts like. When you feel genuinely grateful, you vibrate at a frequency of abundance, and you become a magnet for more things to be grateful for. Your transformation literally begins the second you stop focusing on what's wrong and start looking for what's right.
So, how do you put this into practice? It's simple. First, every day, try writing down 10 things you're grateful for. Second, consciously shift your focus. Instead of thinking, my car is so old, think, I'm so grateful I have a car that gets me where I need to go. And you can even use this to heal relationships. I mean, there's this powerful story about a couple about to get a divorce. Their counselor told them to just write down 5 things they loved about each other every night. Within 2 months, the relationship was completely reborn. That is the power of focus. Okay, so we have to address a huge misconception here. A lot of people hear about this stuff, the law of attraction, and they think it means you just sit on your couch, visualize $1,000,000, and wait for the doorbell to ring. That could not be further from the truth. And this is the part people miss. Action is a non-negotiable part of the equation. Your inner work, the affirmations, the gratitude, the visualization, that's what gets you aligned. That's what opens the doors of opportunity. But you still have to be the one to get up and walk through them. And action isn't just about physical hustle. It's got layers. First, there's mental action. That's the thinking and planning. Then emotional action, controlling your feelings. Then the obvious one, physical action, the actual doing. There's also financial action, investing your money. And finally, there's spiritual action, which is all about trusting the process and letting go of control. You need all 5. Phew. Okay, we have covered a lot of ground. So let's wrap all of this up into a simple, easy-to-remember blueprint you can start using the second this is over. Here it is, your 4-step plan. Step 1, just understand and respect that your subconscious is the real driver. Step 2, become aware of your current programming. What's that inner voice saying? How do you see yourself? Step 3, use the 3 tools: affirmations, visualization, gratitude, every single day to rewrite that program. And step 4, take inspired, multi-layered action on the opportunities that show up. And as you're taking that action, just keep this simple mantra in your mind. Your job is to do your part. Do your best. Manage your thoughts, use your tools, take the steps you can see right in front of you, and then you have to trust the universe to handle the how, to line everything up in ways you couldn't even imagine. Do your part and let it do the rest. So this isn't really the end. For you, it's the beginning. The only real question left is, what are you going to do with this? What is the one limiting belief, that one old piece of programming that you are going to commit to changing, starting right now? Your new reality is waiting for you to create it.